How's it going, guys? It is I, and Neptune! And today we're continuing the playthrough of Doki Doki's Literature Club. So let's just dive straight into it. Nothing actually happened, we didn't even get into any parts yet that are interesting. It's just such a meaningless game so far, but let's see how it goes. Must have a lot of determination, starting this club and now picking up Vienna. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out at the festival too. Oh, I can't wait for the festival, I'm going to be great. Yeah, weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah, I'm not talking about our parts of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing you're looking for. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people. I didn't say that, I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. It's also, that jokes makes no sense in the translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for today, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's and Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting in the desk in the corner in the room looking down at nothing. I walked over to her. Hey Sayori. I have my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? I just feel like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sorry shows a big smile. So don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worried glanced at Sayori before turning back and turned to everyone else, but the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should talk to Monica if she's noticing anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. Tim ultimately approached Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Necktie, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little bit too much, but it seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you next time. You certainly know a lot about her, more than I do. Why do I tick so fast? Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything. I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also a friend of hers. And I also care about the well-being of a club member, you know. Maybe I'll try and talk to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Neptune. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, it's probably you shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Neptune. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much, I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try and talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room where Sari is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sari and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit down myself. I know Sari told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but it's impossible to do with when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her, or that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glanced around the room. Suddenly I noticed Yuri peering at me from over her book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realized that she won't get anywhere like this. I never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and go sit next to her on my own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts. How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I can do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves, but if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not a big deal. That big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Saori. Saori? Yeah, she seemed a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me, so I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sorry, and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. I see. And perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little bit too much. Neptune, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep within a plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So, do you think that there might be something behind it after all? Just to clarify, I'm not making any of the fucking sounds these things are making for some reason. I'm just reading normal dialogues. I think that Saori is a very complex person. Mannerism on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case, Sayori. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess, but you don't need to put it in that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware you were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feeling that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. Um, I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It, it is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we have some reading done or something? Well, as long as you're okay with it, yeah. It should be. I should be taking my mind off the whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I knew it, everyone's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Let's go to Yuri first. Neptune, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotion. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it even came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles at herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got a chance to share my writing. I never thought that I would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you'll never even share it with anyone. It's kind of a shame, maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. During lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway, but books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mystery of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know, and those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type, and they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you. I'm not a know-it-all Neptune. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. Don't even know how to make myself happy. No one is this fucking dense in real life, right? I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what I was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. You being patient and respectful, that really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person at times. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself at all the time. You should come to South Africa. Here you learn to speak very fast, especially if you speak Afrikaans. Jesus, I'm Afrikaans and I can't understand most of the people speaking sometimes. It sounds like they're mumbling in another language. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things, but every time you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare to feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others, but that's why every time I talk to you, I feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see you that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success, wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah, we really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Oh, here comes the fucking crab writing. Let me get into it. Oh, this is gonna hurt my eyes, isn't it? Ghost under the light part 2. The tendons of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing in the distance a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses the path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Tune stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is the rhythm with the pounding of my heart, in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you even heard of a ghost feeling mournful before? Giving up on understanding. I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghost of blue-green. My heart is amber. Finish the poem, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? Oh, no, of course not. I just don't really know how to respond. Despite your response usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. It was about me. She wrote about me. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine, I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me, so thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. Oh, is that a smile? I thought that was a nose. No, there's a nose. Why would that be a nose? I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can. The poem is once again Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah. Don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something, but I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and returns. I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Let's go with Monica. I'm gonna go with Saru last again. Hopefully she dies. Then I don't have to read any more poems while one day's pineapple time. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it will turn out great. It would also make me happy to see it. Anyway, let's take a look at your poem today. Sure. Let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hand. Your style's gotten so refined that time. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spent with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple of days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the clubroom every day, reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either. Uh, you know. Right, alright, I get it. You just be careful, right? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up, so if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard on her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality, they're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I don't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? I hope it's a fucking short poem. Alright. The lady who knows everything. The old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift in the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with a little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilit sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall and I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we speak only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Okay, so she doesn't know. She's probably, I don't know. I feel like learning and looking for answers or some sort of, the sort of thing that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything. It's too late for this shit. But I was kind of I was kind of on my mind, so that's why I wrote it out. I see. Never really put much thought into it. Anyway, in a way, it's almost a paradoxical, whatever. Because if we have all the answers, we then will start to lose its meaning. You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about what they are, more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans are two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional. Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something that you put so much effort in. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier, because instead of telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Why is he speaking like an intercom? Meh, I guess you really haven't learned anything after all. Honestly, I don't know why I got my hopes up in the first place. What? I didn't think this one was that bad. What did I do wrong? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stops short after all a sudden. Don't tell me. Eh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this angsty or whatever. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve through what I did. It's beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed over to me. Take your stupid poem if you wrote it for someone else. Just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting young girls step into my business, unless I want was a mind reader, I was destined to be in the world's pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Yeah, thank goodness I don't have to read that fucking poem as well. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe that's not really what I meant though. Yeah, I did write it for Yuri, so stop fucking complaining and read it. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy, and you're happy too, right? In this club. Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Neptune. Sorry, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright, just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist, yay. I'm going to go home a little bit early today. Sorry. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, reaches, he walks out of the class humming to herself. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't you start figuring out? Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Something that did sound a bit unusual. That's right. What deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club? Catchphrase? We don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common for shadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Oh, something's happening. Someone's dying. Look, the only thing different is Saori's isn't here. It seems you're right. Saori always helps lighten the mood a bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where did she run off anyway? I thought she would just want to pee. Matsuki, please show more decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously. Of all times to not go home with her, you pick this time. She's not feeling well. So much for you to being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Saori, and second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I don't want to force it. That's a curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the population, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Matsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Matsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all poems and pamphlets. Saori will be helping me design them. As for you, Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless, no, that's not at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now, Natsuki, pouting too. Geez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Saori enough credit, but I can't tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know, so you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as he stares at the desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you Neptune, the one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. No. That is Monica's just not spend more time with one of my club members. How on earth am I going to respond to a suggestion like that? I put time into her, so I'm going with her. So wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Neptune may not like being around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited assisting me in the decorations. Hold on, never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Neptune too. What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't. Just what you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Neptune to decide how I'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me, you know. So I'm sure he's interested in. He literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, geez, can we just settle this already? Yeah. Neptune, are you okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Yeah, well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. So you'll be helping Yuri then next time? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking things probably. It is what stood there. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That was great to hear. Natsuki will be able to handle the cooking yourself. I mean, yeah, I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a bit sour. So is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way next time? Me? I guess I could say I'm interested to see how it will turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everything yelling at me? Everyone probably saw. I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the classroom. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Neptune picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also a bit taken back by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like sorry, even if it didn't work perfectly. I can tell that she tried to say something sorry would say this time like this, because sorry always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of this whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope I see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs their things, start following Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around, sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. You're right. I can't believe that it slipped my mind. Should I give you my cell phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I changed phone numbers, okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house. Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that it would be one going, I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. Suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press you for a reason. It's not like I should make should matter much either way. So I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you. Don't underestimate yourself next time. I think that we all are a very productive team. Even if you're the only one who chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you were overthinking, right? I didn't realize I'm telling you I wanted to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? I Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long time. I believe you. As if it took a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to the Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After this exchange, I'll make my way out to the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety to shoot through the roof, even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. There is no telling what might end up happening when we're outside the school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us, or is it too early for that? Only time will tell, but until then I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. Whew. It's already Sunday. Alright, boys and girls, I'm gonna end this episode off right here. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, consider subscribing to the channel like it. I don't actually care about likes or anything, I'm just doing this for fun. If you, oh yeah, sorry for nothing happening. Hopefully, more interesting stuff happens next episode. And thanks for checking it out. I hope I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.